You are now live.
Assalamu alaikum, Ramadan Mubarak. A'udhu min ash-shaytanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. We give the all praises to the Almighty Source Creator, the Creator of everything. Brothers and sisters, we have often said on this program that we was created and make us part of the creation. There are rules and there are laws that govern the creation. These same rules and laws govern our anatomy and physiology, that is our body. This is what this program is about. Optimal Health here on AM 360. We thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us here today. We have an excellent program outlined for you. Thank you once again for joining us. The information and the knowledge shared on Optimal Health on AM 360 is from the perspective of symptomatic science called symptometry. It is not medical science. It is based on natural laws. Any names and terms used in this presentation are not for self-diagnosis purposes. They further your understanding of the precepts and concept of symptomatic science. Please contact your physician or your healthcare provider for any medical recommendation. Brothers and sisters, how much do we really know about the world that we were born in or born out of? How much do we know about this world, about the creation, the place where we were born out of or born into, depending on how we look at it? What do we know about it, this world? What do we know about the creation? Here's a few things, brothers and sisters, to contemplate and ponder over. Hydrogen is not just a gas or an element. It is part of the beginning, it marked the beginning of life for human on this planet. The sun is a big ball of hydrogen and helium. Sunshine being all of the necessity of life in its rays. Absolutely incredible. Therefore, if there are two atoms of hydrogen in water, it is because in water, hydrogen is supposed to be stronger than oxygen. In strength, there's power. In power, there's pressure. And in pressure, there is force. Therefore, inherent in water are strength, power, force, and pressure, the tools for our cells that we are made out of, brothers and sisters. These are the tools for our cells that we are made out of. Our cells have work tools to keep us healthy. And if they are able to produce all of their work tools, we will never be sick. They will never express a symptom. We have symptom and diseases because they are hindered from producing all of their work tools to produce what is necessary to remain normal on this planet. It is as simple as we can make it, brother and sister. So when you're sick and have a disease, it is because the cells are not able to produce. Brain is central, body is central, and cell is central to maintain normalcy. It is the Almighty Source Creator that created normalcy. It is our responsibility to maintain it. Otherwise, there's a penalty to pay if we violate natural law. And that penalty is sickness and disease. Brother and sister, the Almighty wants us healthy and alive, not sick and dying. He needs us, He created us to be here, and we don't need to be where He is. He created us to live a long time on this planet. because we knew it would take a long time to figure things out for ourselves. He sent us here for a purpose, for a reason. We all have a mission. And no one else can fulfill that mission but you and but me that we've been assigned to. Therefore, we're not supposed to have a disease. We have a disease because no one taught us the natural laws. No one taught us the natural laws. This is why we have this program, brothers and sisters. The information we share in this program, you wouldn't find it nowhere. Nowhere. Why? Because we're a student of the American School of Symptometry that made a different route to health. Because the route that we was on, brothers and sisters, do not bring you health. So the founder of the American School of Symptometry and symptomatic science took a different route, began to think outside of the box, teaching us how to think outside the box, his students. So brothers and sisters, we thank you for joining us here today. We have an excellent program outlined. We have our two guests present, Ms. Rita Taylor, certified symptometry health coach specializing in pregnancy management. And she will be speaking to us today about arsenic, the leading killer. It's everywhere, brothers and sisters. I asked the question, how much do you know about the world that we were born in or born out of? However you look at it. How much do you know? This is the problem. No one have been educating us about where we are. No one have educated about who we are and what we are. Therefore, we've been taken advantage of, brothers and sisters, big time for thousands of years, taken advantage of. That day is over. It comes to an end. It's over. And we also have our other guest, also a certified symptometry health coach, Miss Yvette Dean, who specializes in scientific recipes and working with people to reverse their condition, their diseases, their symptoms, reversing them, what no physician can do. They just treat you and they leave the source of your disease still in your body. They have no clue about what's making the person sick. They have no clue, brothers and sisters. So our second guest, Ms. Yvette Dean, will be talking about health re-education. We've been misinformed, brothers and sisters. We've been miseducated, diseducated, bamboozled, hypnotized. A spell has been cast on us by the voodoo practitioner. This is what's been happening for thousands of years, brothers and sisters. Herbalists have been around for about 4 million years. Allopathic medicine been around just about 4,000 years. Neither one of them reversed not the first disease yet. So thank you for joining us here today. We have our first guest, Ms. Rita Taylor. I'm gonna let her say a couple of words, and we're gonna take a short break and come back and get our program started. Thank you so very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us here on Optimal Health on AM 360 with your host, Abdul Shaheed, certified symptometry health coach. Ms. Rita.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Yes, you know where you were born into? This planet has a lot of things in store for us. Brothers and sisters, we know very little of it, and hopefully we'll shed some light of some of the poisons we live with every day and we don't even know. So assalamu alaikum.
Well, like I said, Ms. Rita, thank you so very much. We're going to take a short break. Brothers and sisters, take a moment to call someone to do a two-way or three-way. This information that we're about to share is invaluable to your health. Anything that the human being endeavors, the first thought should be, what about your health? The health of your brain. So you can be a thinker. a strategizer, someone who can comprehend, make excellent choices, make excellent choices. That's what the life is about, brothers and sisters. That's what get man's in trouble. His choices. Do I do this? Do I do that? Each one of them come with consequences. If you don't produce certain neurotransmitter, you'll always be making the wrong choice. You'll not be able to take advantage of your intuition. Do I go right? Do I go left? Which one? If you don't produce certain neurotransmitter, you always will choose the wrong direction. That's what happened to us. Mankind, in the very beginning, went off in the wrong direction, been heading in that wrong direction ever since. That's the purpose of the scripture, to guide us back to the right direction. And we still miss the mark because we don't focus on our health, the health of our brain, our intellect. We can't overlook it, brothers and sisters. So take a moment to call someone while we take this break. Tell them we are on AM 360, Optimal Health, sharing scientific, verifiable information that you cannot get anywhere. I guarantee it. Not going to happen. When we teach the truth about health, when the person is not bamboozled, they're given the truth. So, brothers and sisters, please do not go anywhere at all. You with your host, Abdul Shaheed, and our guest here on Optimal Health on AM 360. We'll be right back. Thank you.
People get sick all the time. However, even after years of research, physicians don't have the faintest clue why most sick people find themselves in the predicament they do. Will they just accept the same treatment without truly getting to the bottom of what is happening to them? Not anymore. Symptometry draws attention to your cells, the building block of your being, allowing you to understand what needs to be done and paving the way for self-correction. Developed by Dr. Maxwell Nardi, symptometry is not medicine or even its alternative. It is a study designed to fill in the void left behind by the most common scientific fields. Symptometric science has proven time and again, over 31 years, that chaotic eating and living are not in the best interest of the cells. It's about time we change that. To understand symptometry, dive into a whole new world of cell-based knowledge and profoundly appreciate human cells' work. Get your copy of Symptometry and Symptometric Science at a Glance by Dr. Maxwell Nardi now.
Welcome back, brothers and sisters. You're with Abdul Shaheed, your host, and this is Optimal Health on AM 360. Ms. Rita, we're going to pass the mic to you so we don't waste any time. We have so much information to share, and we hope our audience have questions today, more questions than last time. We're looking for questions so people could understand even more of what we're talking about here. Your health, brothers and sisters, is in your own hands. Whatever disease you have, it is on you to reverse it, not your physician, not your sister and your brother, not your parent. You have been gifted with a human body by the Almighty. Learn the gift. Learn its potential and what it's capable of doing. Brothers and sisters, we're made of cells. These cells can do everything. Absolutely incredible. So, Miss Rita.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Walaikum salam.
Okay, I'm happy to really share with you what we are learning because we're students, and every time we learn some new stuff, we like to share with you so that you become knowledgeable and take care of your health. Believe me, You are responsible for your health, not your doctor, but yourself. Because if you don't do anything about it, the doctor himself doesn't even know that, what is happening to you. So you need to really be responsible and ask some good questions when you visit the doctor. My topic today is about arsenic. It's a poison. Do you know that we live with arsenic poison every day? And if you don't reverse it, or if you get to a saturated point, you're going to have some problems. Well, I'm going to share with you something that a pharmaceutical drug will not be able to reverse, but you'll be able to reverse it through symptometry, because we do have the particulars to help you to really combat this arsenic uh, poison, which is the leading killer for us. Okay, so the question is, why are we talking about this? Because we don't know, and now that we know, I want to share that with you. Okay, so what is arsenic? Okay, arsenic is a natural occurring element in our topsoil. When I say it is in our topsoil, if you till the land, if you do anything with the land, and the wind blow the dust, and arsenic will be all over the place. But right now, in my neighborhood, it's been blustery, windy, and everything else. So we are full of, arsenic. It's flowing all over, and we don't even know. But it doesn't really matter whether you fortify yourself with mask or not. If you're going to get arsenic and you are in the high saturated point, you are going to feel the effect of arsenic. Okay, so when we say, why do we have arsenic all over the place? It means that arsenic, and then we're going to spell the word for you. Arsenic is Arsenic. Arsenic is everywhere. Mask or no mask, it does not matter. In truth, we are living with this poison. Okay, so can we stop consuming arsenic? No, because everything we eat do have some poison in it. Seafood, edible leaf, dust on the computer, TV table, chair, white and brown rice cakes, fruit juices, vegetables, well water, groundwater, aquifer drinking water used to make liquor, beer, soft drink, and soda, are all in arsenic. In order to make pharmaceutical drug and vaccine and wash our clothes, all contain arsenic. So now I want you to welcome to the world that medicine never told you about. You know, Furthermore, we inhale arsenic when we breathe, and the grains that are fed to our poultry and those milled to produce farina. If you know, farina is farina, cream of wheat, cream of rice, as well as fumes, contain arsenic. Cattle, goats, sheep, buffalo feed on grass and leaf. They are all coated with arsenic. Therefore, taking supplements such as multivitamins and botanicals without removing arsenic from our cells is a misstep. No wonder people take supplement and can get well. If physicians cannot cure diseases, it is because they never studied the arsenic that we're talking about in medical school. Secondly, the pharmaceutical chemist cannot produce an enzyme. I'm going to tell you the enzyme name is AS3MT. That is the enzyme that neutralizes arsenic in your blood. There's a connection between what we eat and what we breathe and what we take in, what we drink, apply to our skin and our diseases. This connection in symptometry is called correlation diagnosis. It enables us to identify arsenic and formulate the enzyme. Brother and sister, you heard it from me. Arsenic is identified in symptometry because you're able to identify and formulate the enzyme. So, do you eat rice? Yes, we all do. Do you eat cream of rice? Yes, we do. Do you itch anywhere in your body? If you answer in the affirmative to these questions, you have a serious arsenic problem, which you inherited. Unless you end this problem in this lifetime, it will also be passed on to the next generation. Again, it's something we're learning, something that I want to share, the knowledge I want to share with you. Okay, so if you like eating rice, rice must produce the enzyme called AS3MT to break the bonds of arsenic. Otherwise, after reaching the arsenic saturating point, or if their mother reached that saturating point while they're pregnant with them, they will suffer. They will suffer from this disease that we called arsenic toxicity after birth. You know what? Our doctor suffered from arsenic until he ionized it. So we all do have arsenic in our body. I do, and I know we all do, but we didn't know that we do. Now that is there, we want to share with you. That's why I said, do you know that the world that you're born into? I did not know the world I was born into until I started studying the arsenic as the leading killer in in our society. Okay, so the question is, how can a person know that they're suffering from the consequences of arsenic toxicity or they lack the enzyme called AS3MT? The pointers are the following. Do you have an aversion to meat? Meat makes you sick. Did you find a reason for avoiding eating meat? You cannot eat meat, fish, vegetables, fat, oil, starch, sugar, or protein without suffering? Do you feel chilly or sometimes shivers after eating? Do you believe being healthy is baseless because no matter what you do, you will die? Are you tired of living societal? Are you hallucinating or smell? For example, a person smell onions in the car when there are not onions in the car. Do you hallucinate about vision or sight? Are you timid, lack courage? Are you selfish? Are you full of malice or bad intention? Do you mutilate yourself? Do you have delirium tremens? Do you have sudden impulse to kill anyone for no reason? Experience electric shock throughout in your body when lying down? Nail biting, hair pulling, fear, restlessness and anxiety, loose tooth, grinding the teeth when sleeping, swollen throat, swollen feet. These are all the symptoms I want to share with you because a lot of us, I did not know this. But since I know, I want the world to know that if you have these symptoms, you are full of arsenic. And symptometry signs have the particulars to ionize this arsenic. Again, do you know the world that you're born into? No. So now we know that if you have the knowledge, you can reverse it and make you healthy. Do you have a swollen face? Are you one of those people that cannot gain weight no matter what? Do you have nosebleed, frequent sneezing, hay fever, um, baldness? Are you bald? A lot of dandruff, eye burns, swollen eyelids like bags under the eyes, severe eye tearing, eyelashes, slits with your eyes half closed. Okay, eyelids stick together, yellow conjunctiva, red eye. To tell the truth, I just had red eye about a month ago. All of a sudden, I have the red shot eye. So I do have arsenic. Headaches, diarrhea after eating any food or certain foods, inability to break down sugar, causing sugar to remain in your blood. When you go and have a test, they said you have sugar in your blood. Inability to digest fat, inability to digest farinaceous food, inability to digest beans. So you remember when you can digest beans when you look at your stool, there are beans all over there. It means you are not producing the enzyme to digest the beans. Inability to digest peas, the tendency to break up in hives after eating fish. Your skin peels off in large plates. Psoriasis, um, smallpox. Skin is icy cold. Unhealthy skin. Dry skin. Wrinkly skin. Itchy skin. Morning sweats. Heel pain. Foot pain. Skin ulcers. Internal burning. You talk in your sleep. Hallucinating after consuming alcohol. You crave coffee and see nothing wrong with drinking coffee as a nervous system stimulant, and that's what coffee does. It stimulates your cell, and it has poison called theobromine. Must have milk with breakfast cereal or drink milk as a beverage and see nothing wrong with drinking milk. You know what? You can have milk to age 4. After that, you don't need milk. Proven. You don't need milk. But people drink milk in their 30s and 40s. I used to drink milk until I came to symptometry. So I'm going to be honest with you. Okay. So, do you crave things such as sauerkraut and pickles and lemon juice, lime juice, orange juice, citrus fruits, all the fruit juices? Do you cook with olive oil, even though it contains more fat than canola, but you will do it? Prefer to drink ice cold water? Prefer rye bread to other breads? You crave alcohol and mental symptoms are worse after drinking alcohol? You suffer the ill effect of plant-based diet? Some people are vegetarians. You are anorexic? Cannot bear the sight of smell or thoughts of food, or any food is a turnoff. You are always thirsty. You feel nausea or vomit after eating any food, and if pregnant, you cannot retain anything in the body, especially water. I have some pregnant who cannot drink water. Is because your body, you do not have hydrogen in your body, and it needs to be restored. You experience um, burning pain in the stomach or heartburn, which help you better understand the underlying cause of heartburn. You make weird noises while you're asleep. Do not, sometimes you don't even feel thirsty all day, and sometimes for days. You have arsenic in your body. You dislike drinking water because it tastes bitter or funny. Instead, you like soda or beer instant. You have water remain in your stomach unused and undigested. Water remain in your stomach unused and undigested. You have arsenic poison. Your mouth is always dry. You belch or hiccups a lot after eating. You are bulimic. Must vomit the food eaten because the stomach can coronate it. Arsenic prevent the stomach from functioning. Undigested beans, bread are seen in your stool. Eat too much or drink too much, knowing full well that he or she can process what they eat or drink, causing them to vomit, which means you're bulimic. Find fasting for days more appealing because you dislike eating. Has no appetite for anything. Keep losing weight. Food leave a bitter taste in your mouth. You reject food and complain it is too salty when salt was not even added when cooking it. Add more salt to salty food. Add more sugar to sodas. Drink a lot of water. After a while, you're thirsty again and drink more water. Not able to digest fat, he or she keep gaining weight, experiencing stomach pain, burning in the stomach and the bowels after eating fat, lard or tallow or oil. Peculiar pain in the left arm or shoulder. Feel pain on the right side of the abdomen due to enlarged liver. Feel pain on the left side of the abdomen due to an enlarged spleen. The abdomen feel tender to pressure. Pain feel too tight around the waist, so they must loosen the pants a little bit to breathe comfortably. Swollen glands. Bedwetting, bedwetting. Involuntary stool or bowel incontinence. Urinary incontinence. Cannot hold urine for 2 seconds. Smelly flatulence. Diarrhea. Cholera. Dysentery or bloody stool. Constipation. UTI. Protein in the urine. Scanty urine because your kidney cannot make enough urine. Frequent urination occurs because arsenic weigh heavily on the bladder. Blood in the urine. Urine as clear as water. You know your urine should never be clear. It have a tinge of yellow. If your urine is clear, you have poison. It needs to be taken care of. Somebody say, "Oh, I'm drinking water, so my urine is clear." No, 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 no. You have to have a tinge of yellow. It's called bilirubin. Want to urinate, but can because bladder perforation and catheterization at the hospital. Okay, drops of urine wet the underwear or the pants, causing the person to smell like urine. Abscesses in the kidneys. Urine is dark. Urine is dark brown. Your urine should never be dark. It should never be dark brown. It should be a light yellow. Bright disease with swollen legs. Sugar in the urine. This is conclusive proof that arsenic damaged the beta cells of the pancreas that to cause diabetes. Your scrotum, the man, is enormously swollen and painful. Chronic herpes, a clear indication that herpes feed on arsenic. Increased sexual desire, a clear indication that the rapists have an unresolved arsenic problem. Impotence, a clear indication that there is arsenic blood flow for the penis for an erection. Burning in the ovaries. The breast, if you're a woman, the breast burn. Menstrual cramps and pain. When I was young, I was always have cramps and pain, always screaming. I was full of arsenic. Extremely heavy menses, requiring 3 or more pads. You have a problem, you have to change between 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Vaginal discharge for women, clear, greenish, or yellowish. Bleeding between menses. You should not be bleeding between menses. A woman can no longer menstruate, even though she's not 53 years old. If you're not, we know we were born, we're given a certain amount of eggs, and you should be able to have your menses every month until you are at least 52 or 53. If your menses cut short at 40, you have an arsenic problem. I have a lot of people, friends, who period stop and they thought it's normal. No, it's not. You need to do that. That menses that is in your body need to come out. Ladies, it need to come out. It's not healthy. Okay? Um, your menstrual blood is watery. It should not. It should be blood. It should be red. Your uterine cancer causing arsenic as one of the underlying cause. If you have uterine cancer, it's one of the causes of arsenic poison. Dry vagina, making arsenic the leading record of osmotic mechanism in the human body. Itchy vagina, leading us to conclude that arsenic is in the leading underlying cause of prostitution, the oldest profession on earth. And you know what? Symptometry can reverse that. That's the good news and the beauty of the whole thing. If you have a child who's teens and, you know, we can reverse that for the child so she has a better future instead of getting into prostitution. Breast cancer with burning pain, cervical polyps, making arsenic polyp a producer in the colon, lungs, nose, uterus, cervix, and when you have these colonoscopies and stuff, what you get is polyps. Where did they come from? You are full of arsenic poison. Dry throat, voice problems, uh, wreck mucous membrane causing sinusitis and inability to breathe through the nose. Threatened suffocation, leading to knowledge that arsenic collapses the cricoid cartilage to cause suffocation to death. People, people, when you hear that somebody, oh, she died in the sleep. Oh, the person went to bed and didn't wake up. Well, there's something called cricoid cartilage, and when it gets you ready, it will kill you because you will die. It will stop, and that's why people don't get up. The cricoid cartilage collapse. You are aging fast. Have you seen some people who look young, but they are like in their 40s, but they look like they're 60s or 70? Physical deterioration, exhausting or fatigue, asthma leading to the belief that arsenic block bronchial dilation to cause difficulty getting air into the lungs, shortness of breath, whistling breathing, wheezing, palpitation, panting like a dog, frequent tendency to sigh. Cough is more severe when lying on the back. Must sit up. Coughing in heart disease, dry, short, or hacking cough. Your spit is yellowish. Your spit is greenish. Your spit is bloody. You cough with thick phlegm. Your whooping cough, which leads to the knowledge that viruses are after the arsenic in your body. Emphysema, chest tightness, pulmonary edema, lung gangrene. You know what? If your lung has gangrene, you need a reversal. Bronchitis, air passages are constricted, muscle wasting, muscle diseases, muscular dystrophy. You know, a lot of people with MS, heart disease with chest pain, swelling, enlargement or hyperplasia. On remove, arsenic infiltrate the muscle, the affecting the heart, the lung, the liver, and the spleen function, as well as stomach function, breathing, and the membranes, causing inflammation. How many of us have inflammation, pain, dryness, itching, and disturbances in fat and starch and fevers? I have given you almost 200 symptoms that I was not aware of, but I'm now aware, and I want to share with the world that if you have these symptoms, you have arsenic. We all do have arsenic. That's the thing. Forget about it. All of us were born into a world full of arsenic. Nobody is healthy. The good news is that we do have an enzyme that will neutralize arsenic for you so that you will have all these symptoms that I have enumerated. If you have them, you have arsenic. We all do anyway. But if you haven't reached the saturated point, you wouldn't see it, but you will get there sooner or later. Symptometry doctors resolve all the above and more by simply removing arsenic from the person. Would they eat rice or wheat again? Yes, they will. So we are calling for arsenic neutralization every day or every other day for the rest of your life. We are living with arsenic. And if you want to be healthy, you need a particulate that will neutralize that arsenic that I enumerated. Plenty. And believe me, your mother will not save you. Your husband will not save you. All of us have the problem. Your doctor will not save you. But if you know that the arsenic is a poison in this toxic world that you were born into that you don't even know, then symptometry science do have the solution. We do have the particulate that you can take every day or every other day for your rest of your life. And you know what? That's what I plan to do because this is an eye opener. This is something the world need to know. And that's why I'm sharing with you what it is. Okay? Um, we have our, our founder who had nosebleed that ruined his health for almost 37 years. So, thanks to this knowledge, she's able to cure that. And now, and she's been suffering since she was 6. And now she's pushing 75 and he's disease free. My goodness, don't we want to be like that to remove the arsenic poison in our bodies? And when you get sick, you cannot blame the doctor because you are breaking the natural law. and you have to do something about it. Okay, so all I would like to say is we do have the solution. I've given you the symptoms. We have identified the source of the health concern, and symptometry doctor will be able to help you to find a healthy way our creator wants us to be healthy. The idea that we all be sick no matter what is not true. It is not true. You will not be sick. You will not be sick. If you're healthy and you neutralize the poison in your body, you will not be sick. Because you know what? We have people that are not sick. The founder is a living proof that you can live to be healthy at the later age and not be sick. Arsenic poison is with us, brothers and sisters. I gave you 200 symptoms that we have all faced. I have faced and I didn't know what it was. Now I do know. And I do know that I can reverse that. Yes, because you know what? Rice that we eat is grown in arsenic soil. As a matter of fact, that's the only place rice can grow. So if you eat rice, you're eating arsenic poison. But you can reverse it so that you can eat your rice. I eat rice. I know that a lot of people do. But you can also prevent yourself from from neutralizing the poison. I know this is heavy stuff, but the symptoms that I enumerated are here with us today. We are living with poison. The arsenic is the leading killer. Brothers and sisters, assalamu alaikum. It is the leading killer on this toxic planet. It is the leading killer. So my question to you is that now that you know, what are you going to do about it to prevent arsenic poison in your body? Brother Saheed, that is the knowledge that I want to share with my brothers and sisters on this Ramadan season, and knowledge of enlightenment and knowledge where they can use to be healthy, and knowledge that nobody is going to save you from diseases. You have to save yourself. And thanks to symptometry, we do have the knowledge to share with our community so that they can be healthy, so that they stay out of the doctor's office and prevent diseases. So, Brother Saheed, assalamu alaikum.
Well, like I said, thank you so very much, Ms. Rita. That was excellent, excellent, excellent. Over 200 symptoms just from arsenic saturation alone. Over 200, brother and sister, that you can eliminate from your body if you ionize that poison, arsenic. The world we live in, brothers and sisters, at the bottom of the troposphere on planet Earth is loaded with poison. It's loaded with poison. It's loaded with microbes, things you cannot even see. They dominate here. They were here long before we got here. It is their territory that we happen to be living in.
They were here before we
They
got
was
here.
here. We in that territory. When the mosquito is biting up, it's not your backyard. It is their territory.
Yes, they said, "Go away! You are in my territory. I don't want you here."
They're
But
trying to get rid of you and me. They're in their place, but we have to be smarter than they are and know how to deal with them. We can fortify our body in such a way, brothers and sisters, that they leave us alone. But we can't do it if you don't have the knowledge. You can't do it if you don't understand the natural laws, the universal laws, the rules of health, and that we know where we are. You have to know who you are and where you are if you want to be healthy on this toxic, predatory, and adversary planet. This is it, brother and sister. Now we have a school that a person can go to figure things out about how to live here without a disease and with your health intact. We're not supposed to have a disease because the Almighty equipped us with everything to mitigate every condition, every symptom. But we have to be in compliance with the natural law. And we have to be responsible for our own self, not the physician, not the herbalist, not the chiropractor, not the acupuncture, not the Chinese traditional medicine practitioners. You have been gifted with the human body. And all the other people that we just named, those practitioners, they also have the same condition that we have, and they cannot reverse them.
They don't even know they have it. They don't even know.
Miss Rita, many of them are coming to symptometry.
Exactly, for them to get it reversed. So, brothers and sisters, we are fortunate to be
Absolutely.
able to have this knowledge that I
Yes.
didn't have before I came to symptometry, that I'm living with poison every day, and it's
Every
called
day.
arsenic. Every day, brothers and sisters, it doesn't play any favors, though. It doesn't play any favors. We are all living
No
in this.
fear, no favor.
No favor. We are all getting it. So if you do have some of the symptoms that I enumerated, you do have it. Well, first of all, we living with it, so you can't say I don't have it. We all do. All of us.
Exactly.
All of us do.
Absolutely.
The beauty is that you can do something about it so that you don't get sicker and sicker. You can
Absolutely.
neutralize this poison called arsenic poison, the leading killer, by talking to your health coach and the doctor, and just trying to get the enzyme to neutralize it. And brothers and sisters, when you buy this enzyme, it's not something you're going to do for 1 month. No, it is, you're going to live with it, so it's going to be every day or every other day. So you need to invest in
Your
your
health.
health. Health is
Absolutely.
an investment, brother. And if you eliminate this poison, your health will be robust. You will be healthy, and you won't be running to the doctor. And also, when the temperature changes, brothers and sisters, you do feel it.
Absolutely.
And if you're fortified with this enzyme that I talked about, you will not be worried so long as you have your gloves on, your coat on, and everything else, and you fortify your body with that enzyme I talked about. You are in good shape. Brothers and sisters, this is knowledge we can play with. It is our health. So I'm so excited that the doctor shared that with us, and we want to
Absolutely.
share that with you because you are my brothers and sisters in good health is all we're asking for. And the knowledge is too good for you to not to take it seriously, because poison is poison.
Absolutely. So, Ms. Reader, we're going to take a short break. We're going to come back and see if anyone have any questions for you. So please, brothers and sisters, do not go anywhere at all. You can still text someone, contact them, let them know we still have the program going, Optimal Health on AM360. And you can do a two-way or three-way with them as well. Brothers and sisters, we'll be right back. You with your host, Abdul Shaheed, and this is Optimal Health on AM360. We'll be right back. Thank you.
After 30 years of research, the results are in. Consumption of certain foods can be harmful to your physical and mental health. When diagnosed with a terminal illness and given a low chance of survival, Dr. Maxwell Nardi had a deep feeling that food had caused cirrhosis of his liver. When no cure was available through medication, after years of extensive laboratory research, he invented symptometric science and used it to save his life. Through research, Dr. Nardi discovered that some common foods are harmful to the human immune system, and that overconsumption can destroy stem cells. Stem cells govern the immune system and vital organs, like the liver, heart, and kidneys. Dr. Nardi's research offers cures for diseases, body aches, hair, and memory loss. He discovered by eating the right foods, necessary energy is created to help live a long, healthy life. Results from his incredible research is now available in the book, What to Consume, Mankind's Safest Consumables, now available through Amazon and Kindle. Listen to these verified Amazon customer reviews. 5 out of 5 stars. Very good information, mind-blowing. This book really opens your mind. It's a very short read. Once I started reading, I couldn't stop, so I finished it in one setting. I recommend this book for all. Thank you, Dr. Maxwell Nardi. Learn how to live a more healthy life today. Order What to Consume, Mankind's Safest Consumables by Dr. Maxwell Nardi at Amazon and Kindle.
Welcome back, brothers and sisters. You're with Abdul Shaheed and our guests, Mrs. Rita Taylor and Miss Yvette Dean. We're both, all three of us, we're certified scintimetry health coaches, and we're a student at the American School of Scintimetry. Absolutely amazing. Anyone have a question for our guest before she has to leave? Anyone have a question?
I hope you go ahead.
All about arsenic. You have a question about arsenic? Once you reach that saturation point, that's when you're going to have the symptoms. And then they're going to be converted into diseases if you don't do something about it. And those diseases will become chronic. You'll be in violation of the natural law. The natural law of rejuvenation. If you have a disease, you have to reverse it. That's a law. It's your responsibility to do it. You must restore normalcy. Now you have knowledge to do it. We share knowledge on this program every week, brother and sister. And we're just a phone call away, an email away, if you need more information. And we have a website, a fantastic, resourceful website you can go to. We didn't have this information before.
Yes.
When we were children, this information was not available for us. Now it's available for our grandchildren, great-grandchildren, for them to not suffer like we did, not knowing why we have certain diseases. We didn't know. I wanted to know, but there was nobody to tell us. Not even a physician could tell you why you have certain disease. Why? Where did this come from, doctor? He cannot tell you.
They'll never tell you.
And the beauty of this is that you can prevent all these symptoms if you just neutralize this arsenic poison, because all the symptoms that I read, I mean, yes, you might not have reached a saturated point because you will be eventually reach a saturated. And that's why, you have the cancers, you have all the stuff, and you don't even know why. So why don't you, instead of waiting for this disease to get you, why don't you be proactive? So that you do not have these things, because a lot of these things that I suffered when I was a teenager, I wasn't, but I still didn't understand why. Now I do know that I was living with poison. And so I am teaching, my children, and basically that, hey, there's something out there. You need to take care of yourself. You don't wait to be 60 or 70 to take care of it. So
Absolutely.
this is great knowledge, and I just hope that we take advantage of it because we don't know the planet that we've been born into. Yes.
Anyone have a
Yeah.
question for our guest?
Yes, Miss Rita. I have a question,
Good.
Miss Rita.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so you know, I heard you mention topsoil, right? That we plant our vegetables in,
Hmm.
the grass that we walk in. I
Hmm.
mean, there are people that I know that does grounding. Have you heard of grounding?
No, I don't know what grounding is, but you can educate me on grounding. Oh, what is
Yeah, so
grounding?
grounding is where people will go out and they'll walk on grass, just
Oh,
walk on grass because they say the electrons, help, with health,
no, no,
right?
I
When you
wouldn't
walk
do.
on grass. So when I heard you say topsoil, I was like, wow.
Wow,
So
yeah.
they're absorbing
Arsenic.
Arsenic, they
when they
absorb
walk
and
in
Yes.
the grass.
and
Oh my goodness.
they didn't even know that they are
So
absorbing
how is it a
arsenic.
health benefit?
It's not.
Because it has not been verified. You
It's,
see,
it's, it's been
people.
verified and confirmed by Dr. Maxwell Nordy that grounding is bogus.
Well, exactly.
Mm,
It's a
You
myth,
it's a,
mythology.
I mean, anything that goes into your body and you don't even know where it's coming from, that is a red flag. Like, why would I do this?
hmm
Why would I walk on grass? Look, some people are allergic to grass in the first place. Anyway,
Not only that, Miss Rita, you have pinworms, roundworms in the
exactly,
grass. Their
exactly,
eggs are in the dirt.
Yes.
Go
And our
outside, talk about grounding
yeah.
something, and you didn't have
hmm
permission to walk on those things territory
hmm
exactly,
hmm
barefoot.
And our feet is like a sponge. It
exactly.
absorbs
Mm-hmm.
impurities.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So please, no grounding here because
No grounding.
you are just
It
you're
doesn't work.
absorbing all the diseases. I mean, all these things in
Toxic.
eggs, toxicity comes through
You
the
have fungus
eggs.
there. You have arsenic there. You have worms, parasite. You have all of these things in the soil. Fungus, the king microbes. The king, he gets inside of you. It's very difficult to remove it.
Exactly.
Almost next to impossible. Only symptometry will give you a chance to remove it. And it will decide who lives and who dies. Fungus.
Exactly.
And you
Exactly.
walking on dirt with fungus everywhere, and worms and parasites everywhere, with toxic everywhere, with arsenic everywhere in the topsoil. And when the wind blows, arsenic is airborne
Hmm. It's everywhere.
everywhere. On your banister, on your steering wheel in your car,
Yeah.
every time you open your door, in and out, it's on your tabletop, it's on your desktop computer.
On the
All these things.
computer. Oh, well, this is
This is
knowledge.
planet Earth.
This is knowledge for the ages. All I just saying that, you know what, we're here to help our community. And
Absolutely.
this is a vital, vital information that our community need to absorb and really take care of it. And we're living with it. And because we're living with it, you need to find a way to neutralize it
Absolutely.
so that you don't get all the diseases that comes with it. Because remember, when you break the natural law, it does not care who you are.
Doesn't
No,
care.
it will punish you. And when you get the cancer, that is because you broke the natural law, brothers and sisters. That's the reason. You've been punished. I'm sorry. That's the truth. But people don't want to hear it. That they caused it themselves. Nobody but you. So I'm delighted to be here to share this knowledge with you. And
Thank you so very much, Ms. Rita. We're
I
going to make
think
one final call for any question from our audience to our guest before she has to leave. And we bring over our next presenter, Miss Yvette Dean. Any question about arsenic? Where to find it? Well, you have no problem where to find it. It's everywhere. It's in your house, in your car, in your office. It's everywhere.
it's everywhere. It's everywhere. So,
The wind takes it everywhere.
mm, yes, yes, sir.
Amazing.
So, brothers and sisters, remember we live with arsenic in our bodies. It's right there in front of you, behind you, in front of you, everywhere. And the beauty is that symptometry do have the solution. You don't have to live to get the cancers, the breast cancer, the uterine cancer, all this cancer that come. It come because we broke the law and we didn't take care of it. So please take care of yourself because only you can take care of yourself, not your doctor, not your mama, not your father. So, assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. It's been delightful to share with you this important knowledge
Thank
of
you so very much, Ms. Rita. Thank you so very much for joining us
and
today here on Optimal Health on AM 360. We look forward to having you back again on next week on a new episode of
yes,
Optimal
sir.
Health.
Pleasure is all mine, and I'm delighted to share this knowledge with you guys. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you so very much. That's our first guest, Miss Rita Taylor. And we all, three of us, are doing a community service, brother and sister. Community service. This is what we're doing. Absolutely amazing. So we can try to wake up a few more people and encourage them to become student at the American School of Symptometry. Encourage them to go to the website, read the information. Don't have us just spoon feed you every week. We don't mind doing it, but hey, the knowledge is available today. It wasn't here years and years and years and years ago. All we had was a physician and the herbalist and the chiropractor and the acupuncture and the Chinese tradition of medicine and some herbal concoction that we made up ourselves that somebody told us about. And we still were stuck with our disease. Kitchen cabinet just full of supplement, full of herbal products. And people still trying to get us more, to get you to buy more on the internet. You Google enzyme, all that comes up is plant enzyme. And they do not work in our body, Missy Yvette, plant enzyme. If you Google enzyme, and you know, you get nothing but plant enzyme in a
That is
bottle.
correct.
How is that going to help you? They don't work.
They're made for plants. They're made to protect plants, not
Right.
protect a human. Okay, plants. Plants
Absolutely
need
amazing.
protection from poisons, right? From the sun.
Exactly.
You know, for people who come and pull them up,
Pluck them.
you know, they want to live too.
We think the plants are waiting on us to come pluck them and eat them up. No, they're not. They're not innocent. They got a plan for you. They're going to poison you. It may take you a while to get poisoned to death, but that's what's going to happen if you don't come to some time to remove the poison, to neutralize them. After they reach a saturation point, then that's where they do their damage.
Yes.
Plants have DNA, which means they want to exist as long as they can. And they have a defense mechanism
Just
to
like us.
poison us.
Yes. We want
All
to live
plants.
longer than we can too, right?
Exactly.
So why pluck something, you know? There's some plants are safe to eat, only if cooked scientifically.
Exactly.
Okay.
The ones that have been scientifically selected.
Yes. Yes.
We just shared the book that you can
Yes.
get with them.
Yes. We have the safest 45 foods for human consumption. And this is where I create scientific recipes from.
Absolutely.
Okay, the safest 45 foods for human consumption. Okay.
Absolutely amazing, Miss Yvette. Miss Yvette, we're going to take a short break and we're going to come back and we're going to have you to start this discussion about health re-education.
Yes.
We've been misinformed. We've been
Favorite subject.
Now we need to start from the beginning, get the right scientific verifiable information when it comes to our health. Living is not health, brothers and sisters.
Nope.
People live with their diseases. And you ask them if they're healthy, Miss Yvette, they'll lie to you. Oh, yeah, I'm healthy. And they got liver cirrhosis. How are you going to be healthy with liver cirrhosis?
Well, they think they're healthy, right?
Yeah,
because they're not currently have a symptom.
Physician told them, "Oh yeah, you healthy. You just got some. You just got prostate issues." It's funny, Miss Yvette, when you understand.
Yes.
How can you be part healthy and have a disease in your body? You can't. Don't fool yourself, brothers and sisters. You can't be 2%, 5%, 20%, 30% healthy. You're either healthy or you're not. You have to face it, just like we did. We faced the fact that we were not healthy. We were being denied health.
Yes.
Denied because we
Denied.
didn't know anything. We made all of the mistakes. I took herbs. I was trying to avoid pharmaceutical. I didn't want pharmaceutical. So we took herbs, which were just as bad. Took oil, all kind of oil from India,
Yes.
from China, from Bangladesh, oils, trying to be healthy. Made all of the mistakes, brothers and sisters. We made them. Did this,
We
did that.
believed them.
Use this tea, use that
Because we
tea
wanted to
from
be
a
healthy.
plant. No way. Food, herbs do not reverse diseases. Grounding yourself on the soil, on the beach, do not reverse diseases. You added more to your body. Get the scientific information. Only Symptometry is putting out this scientific information. You can go to the website, read the article, click on article. Many hundreds of them will come up. There's a search engine there. Put a condition in the search engine. Then the article related to it will come up. Take your time, read them, brothers and sisters. This is all you have to do. Come to this program. Get the knowledge that we're sharing. Sign up to become a student, to get more advanced knowledge. We can't share everything on this program. Wouldn't be fair for those people who are students and paying their money. I can't tell you everything. You have to sign up and become a student like we did. And so you can add to the community service that we're doing. You can add. Have your own program. Talk to the people in your school, synagogue, office to educate them. Wake more people up. This is what we have to do. That old knowledge about what physicians do and all that, that's old. It's done. It's outdated. What else can we say, Miss Yvette, to let them know that that information do not work? After 4,000 years, we still suffer with our diseases.
That's right. By re-educating
Absolutely.
them.
Health
This is why we're here every week, to re-educate you, to encourage you to join the American School of Symptometry, to be re-educated in a way that when you walk into a doctor's office or when you walk into a grocery store,
yes,
you will not be bamboozled.
Absolutely.
You will have knowledge. This is what we're doing. We're educating you.
Absolutely.
Every week.
Amazing. So, brothers and sisters, we'll be right back. Please do not go anywhere. Thank you.
Every anomaly has a cause. For generations, we've only scratched the surface of understanding mental health. Dr. Maxwell Nardi, using the pioneering science of symptometry, delves deeper than ever before, catering to the needs of cells and blood, not just symptoms. With a fresh new approach, uncover the building blocks of your health. Redefining health science. Discover the underlying causes of mental anomalies. The book that's changing everything we know about health. Available now. Take charge of your health journey.
Welcome back, brothers and sisters. You're with Abdul Shaheed, your host of Optimal Health on AM 360. Brothers and sisters, we're going to pass the mic on to our other guest, Miss Yvette Dean. She's going to share some information with us, and with time allowing, then we will have questions, and I will also share some information as well. Thank you so very much for your time and for your attention. We thank you so very much being here with us week after week after week. Miss Yvette, the mic
Wonderful.
is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Tonight's topic is one of my favorites. Health re-education. Health re-education. And this is what we're here today. Can you hear me clearly? Uh, I'm not sure if I'm
Oh yeah,
coming
it's
in too
perfect.
clear.
Perfect, Miss Yvette, loud and clear.
Oh,
Thank you.
great. Thank you. These are new headsets here. Okay. So yes. So I want to discuss this article today because it's important to re-educate health conscious individuals who want to learn a different way on how to take care of their health. There's another way than the same old way. There's change. Change is constant. And when there's change for the good, we want to spread the word and re educate you on health that was not taught in school. The health pyramid is still causing diseases. So why are we going by that? Right? So that needs to be, well, symptometry has a different one. Okay, a science pyramid that will help you to stay healthy. Okay, so being re-educated on health is something that we all need because the old system is not working. We are still sick. We are still sick. So that's proof right there that it's not working. Okay, people, including physicians, pharmacists, nurses, are also sick. I mentioned last week, I was in my younger days, I was surprised that doctors were sick, that doctors take blood pressure medications, kidney medications. Like, we go into the doctor's office for help, right? Because we think that they're educated on how to keep us well. So when I heard that my doctor was on blood pressure medication, I was baffled. So how are you going to help me with my blood pressure if you're on blood pressure medication? It's like, but they are people too. Okay, we should never put nobody above no one, okay, or above God, above knowledge, above what we know ourselves. And in order to be educated on the proper knowledge of health, we have a school. If you know that you're still sick by going by the old pyramid, why not try something new? Change is now here when it comes to our health. We have a better education on our health now. So we can change it from sickness to health by knowing what we put in our mouth, by knowing what's on the ingredients label, by knowing when we see saturated fat, that that's not good for us. They don't tell you the percentage of fat that's in food. You have to come to the American School of Symptometry to learn this, to learn what's in food. I mean, it is at the forefront of the healthcare debate worldwide because people are simply not getting proper education to make them healthy in their eyes, their ears, their brains, their skin, their hearts. They're not healthy in their livers, in their lungs, etc. Like why? We're following the health guideline that we were taught in school. We eat the pyramid, what protein, starch, vegetables, sugar, what else they have up there? All the wrong things. So we're not getting proper education on how to take care of our eyes, ears, brain, skin, hearts, liver, our lungs. We're doing major damage to ourselves unknowingly now. Unknowingly. So it's important to know when you know better, you do better. Right? When you know better, you do better. I mean, that's a powerful statement. That's a powerful statement. But when it comes to food, it's hard. It's hard. We know we should not be eating corn, but we do. We know we should not be eating greasy burgers with cheese and onions and tomatoes and lettuce and ketchup, but we do. But once you know better, you try to make that change. Slowly but surely, you try to make that change. Because once you learn how to eat scientifically, which each and every one of us coaches can also teach you, eating scientifically is learning to avoid the foods that has alkaloids, poisons. I mean, we can't totally avoid it, but we can help you not get blunt of the poisons that's in our foods by cooking it scientifically. Out with the old ways. Out with the old ways now, because it's not keeping us healthy. It's not. And in with the new. Let's jump on this train of health. Okay, and leave people who resist change, where they are. And I want to move to new ideas, to new strategies, new plans. That's what we want to do. We study science outside the box. It's the best way to move forward. Because studying science, as we were taught in school, with old, outdated material, like in Hole's anatomy and physiology, some of that is old and outdated, but people still go by that. And it's putting us, back in the ditch every time. Every time. We can't make people, help themselves to be healthy. We can't. But we have easy to read books, easy to read articles that's online that can help you understand symptometry, a new way to educate yourself on health. We have it right here. Every week is posted. Every week, 2 or 3 articles is posted to re-educate you on your health. And I'm gravitating to it because I want to be healthy. I want to be here for my grandkids, my family. Because God don't want us. He want us here on earth to make it better, to be good people, make sound decisions, to make this earth more better. I mean, it's already full of poisons. Microbes that were here before us. We have to find a way to live here without being poisoned by the plants, the microbes. And this is what we're here to teach you. We're teaching you a better way to take care of your health, educate you on that at the cellular level, removing inert substances from your body, making sure you have oxygenated blood circulating all through your body from head to toe. This is health, ladies and gentlemen. It's not chemicals. Health is not chemicals. Where did that come from? Who introduced health as chemicals? Who? And why are you listening to that? If you think about it, because we were created with atomic intelligence, right? We gravitate towards what makes sense to us. We gravitate towards that. That's why you're here. We're making sense. So why take chemicals when our cells are not made of chemicals? This is something we need to think about. Health is a reward. It is a reward. It's a reward. Dynamic human matter. We are made of matter. For example, a bucket is matter, but it is immobile. Immobile. It won't move. Matter is solid. It has shape and form, but it also moves, eats, swallows, dances, smiles, showing internal and external movement, making it dynamic. That's who we are. We are dynamic human matter, not anatomy and physiology. I am referring to dynamic human matter, not anatomy and physiology. Matter is anything that has energy and mass, and it can be weighed, measured, transformed, and photographed. We could be photographed. It has shape, like we do, form, size, value, height. It has genes, DNA, also chromosomes, footprints, fingerprints. Dynamic human matter has organs and definitions and is identifiable. This is dynamic human matter. This is what we're made of. Matter has other qualities. Its internal organs, 13 systems, and external parts, moves, forces, power, strength, and pressure are energy units that we have. Okay, that circulates our blood, making force prominent feature that we have as human beings. We're dynamic. This is re-education, ladies and gentlemen. You were never taught this. You also was never taught that we must eat to live. As we eat, we produce sedimentary sludge. That means sludge that has settled over the years in our bodies. Okay. And when we eat, the stem cells in our red bone marrow use nutrients from our food. We don't need a lot, just about 10% of nutrients from food and other resources to produce blood, our bone marrow. But we have sludge on them, which compromises blood elements and plasma. So this is the question that we ask. Who removed sedimentary sludge, sludge that has settled from the intercellular spaces in our bodies? Who can remove those? When we go to the doctor, they give us chemicals. Chemicals do not remove sedimentary sludge from the intercellular spaces. Do you know how small that is? It's very small. Only power, strength, and force can remove those. And that's particulates. Okay? The Creator created us. He created us. But there are certain things we will have to learn to do. Okay? There's certain things we will have to learn to do to be healthy. Or we would have to hire a professional to do them for us. But do they know what they're doing if they're sick? I mean, I have a whole new outlook on doctors now. I'm not saying that they're bad, because they're not. They have their education. They are a help in emergency situations. Everybody has their field. I'm just saying chemicals versus your own cells are able to clean you up without chemicals. It just needs a little more power, strength, and force to remove things, to remove the source of the disease. We don't need a professional to do that with chemicals. If sedimentary sludge is not removed, we're going to be sick. There's no doubt about it. That's what we mean by, this is what we mean by no one is healthy. If you eat, you're not healthy. But we have to eat. Don't go say, oh, I'm not going to eat because I want to be healthy. No. No, 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 no. No. We must eat. But we must eat scientifically, which is what I specialize in, and creating scientific recipes to help you avoid the non-nutrients that's in food, which is poisons, alkaloids, heavy metals, arsenic, what we learned earlier. Arsenic comes from the vegetables in the ground in the topsoil. If those are not cooked, baked, steamed properly, we're introducing poisons, just like chemicals, to our cells. We're introducing poisons. Cells, they don't like poisons. They can't breathe. They can't get nutrients. They can't let the waste out. We must eat to live. We need food for energy. Our stomach will be growling. We're getting hungry. But who removes the sedimentary sludge after we eat? Who? Particulates. Particulates. This is the time now, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we're re-educating you on food, on your health. Because of the non-nutrients, some I named earlier. because of the non-nutrients that are in food. Cyanide, arsenic. It is our responsibility to remove it periodically. We need to remove inert substances from our bodies, concretions from our bodies. Who's going to remove them? Who can get down to that level in the low pressure areas in our body? Who? Who? No one, including physicians. They can't. We cannot go through life without removing sedimentary sludge. We cannot. And inert substances that keeps blocking blood flow. We cannot. No way. This is what old school did. And we were not pleased with the results. We were not pleased with everybody still sick. So we chose a different route now. And that route is symptometry. Ladies and gentlemen, symptometry. If you have a symptom, automatically think of symptometry. Symptom, symptometry. Get it? This is very important. This name must be in your household. It has to be when you get sick. If not, that sickness will keep reoccurring. Why? Because the source was not removed. This is why we're re-educating you now on how health is supposed to be. There's no other way. There's no other way. Sedimentary sludge has to be removed. It just has to be. Otherwise, we will be sick. We have to remove stuff that's stuck because we eat nuts, we eat seeds, we eat butter. This is a new day and time, ladies and gentlemen. It's new, a new day and time. Out with the old. Well, sickness is coming in left and right. They even telling you on TV, if you got this, you got that. And most of it is caused by the chemicals that they give us. Think about it. But we got sick first. So we can't blame them and their chemicals. We have to blame ourselves because we was not educated on how to take care of our bodies. And this is why we're here. This is why we're here. So you can get re-educated. So we don't have to go there. You can't blame the physicians. They didn't make us eat what we ate. They didn't make us breathe the bad air. They didn't make the microbes attack us. We did. Because we was not educated right. And this is very emotional for me because someone close to me, is just not educated, should I say, is using the old education and not getting the help that they need. So re-education with symptometry is the best you can do for your health. There's no other way, ladies and gentlemen, no other way. Herbs. People use a lot of herbs. There's herbs out there on the internet telling you we can do this, we can do that. But no, the new education teaches us that the earth rotates around the sun counterclockwise. Did you know that? And did you know that we must move in the opposite direction, meaning clockwise, requiring periodic recalibration? And what this does, it produces oxidortase enzymes. Enzymes are very important. Plants produce them for plants. We have our own enzymes that our creator gave our cells to produce, help ourselves to ourselves produce enzymes to help them to keep us healthy. But humans, we eat chaotically and we deactivate them. We denature them because we were educated wrong. But this oxidortase enzymes keeps pace with the speed of change. Otherwise, we will be sick very often, which has nothing to do with our immune system. Nothing. But no one knows what this is about. No one knows, not even physicians. But we're here. Symptometry is here to the rescue, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to the rescue. Anything goes wrong, any symptom you may have that keeps coming back, you have a problem. We teach you to pay attention to your body. Pay attention to your symptoms. Don't ignore them, especially if they come back. That's very important. Very important. We were raised on foods that poison us. We didn't know no better. Our parents didn't know any better. They didn't know what they were feeding us. They wasn't educated like we have now. Change has occurred now since they have been, cooking for us. Now we have a new way of cook, a better way for our health. No more lard. That's the old way. They used to fry chicken in lard. It tasted good. But you know that lard causes inert substances in your body? It causes cholesterol in your arteries. Okay, people was raised on foods that poisoned them. And we can't say we didn't know. We wasn't educated. Poverty has nothing to do with sickness. Nothing to do with sickness. Oh, we couldn't afford the best food. It has nothing to do with sickness. Or we were limited with food, so we eat this and we eat that. That has nothing to do with sickness. Sickness is a penalty, ladies and gentlemen, penalty for violating the natural laws. You can eat the simplest things. As long as you eat it and cook it scientifically, you will be healthier. This is the education we would like to teach you. Even though we bring your attention and draw your attention to the dangers of various foods, okay, we, found ways, to help you travel and still stay on your scientific path. People occasionally, when they travel, they order food from restaurants, like they can't cook themselves. The people, sometimes don't want to cook at home, and which is nothing wrong with that. You need a break. So you could eat out, but you must have the bond breakers. the bond breakers that will break the poisons of the food that you eat when you're going on vacation, going to restaurants, or just having a night out and you want to just eat. We have bond breakers and fast acting enzymes makers so that the preservatives, the poisons and alkaloids in foods cannot hurt you. But when we cook scientifically, this is what we do. We neutralize the poisons, the preservatives, the alkaloids in the food so they will not hurt you. But if you cannot cook it yourself, if you do not know how to cook scientifically, we must have a bond breaker right there after we eat. After we eat, 30 minutes later, we take a bond breaker to bond break the poisons, the preservatives, and the alkaloids that's in our foods. This is scientific knowledge. We're educating you on this so you will not be sick. So you will not be sick. It's not a good feeling, ladies and gentlemen, being sick. Sedimentary sludge, inert substances, and concretions must be periodically removed from every part of our body. This is maintenance. We must do maintenance. If we eat, we must do maintenance. This is important. Because eating produces sedimentary sludge that settles in our bodies, that won't move, that's covering our plasma membrane, cannot get nutrients in, and it cannot get waste out of the cells because of the sedimentary sludge. And particulates. We have a special Humania product called particulates. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the key to our health. Particulates are loaded. They are loaded with power, strength, force, and pressure to move things faster out of our body. Okay? This must be properly done. And symptometry can do it. This also prevents other therapeutics from hurting ourselves. We have them protected. Sometimes sedimentary sludge is so thick, so piled on, that it requires a stronger particulate to give it bulldozing strength to remove it. So it can be thrown in the circulation system and out of our bodies. Same can be said for concretions and other inert substances that we have been eating over the years. But what we were not told and what we're educating you on now is that every time you eat, you must have something to neutralize the poisons and the non-nutrients that's in the foods that we eat, from fast foods to restaurants, from cooking at home. They say cooking at home is healthier. Yes, it's true. But do you know how to cook? Oh, I'm the best cook in the world. I can throw down. Okay. But where does that leave you after the taste has gone? What happens? What happens after you finish that macaroni and cheese, those cornbread, those greens? You know the way we eat. It's delicious going down. We cannot wait for dessert. So you can continue to have the joys of life, ladies and gentlemen, if that's what you choose to do. But remember, to protect your health, you must have a particulate, a therapeutic substance that will neutralize what you just ate, especially eggs. Especially eggs must be neutralized. We teach you, symptometry teaches you at the American School of Symptometry how to overcome different hurdles and obstacles. Obstacle courses called life. We teach you how to overcome different hurdles and obstacle courses called life. Many people go to physicians because they don't have anywhere else to go. They don't know about symptometry. They know that they're sick, they're in pain, they are hurting. We finna go to someone that can help us. Why? Because we don't know what we did. We have no idea how that happened. So we're running to the first thing that can give us relief. But why not have one right here with you? Why not have a bottle right here with you? So after you eat, you can neutralize it so you don't have to worry about going to the doctor. Because you have something to neutralize it right here. Food is poison. We live on planet Earth. Drugs are chemicals. We live on planet Earth. We have to protect ourselves. We have to be smart. It's called Earth Smart. It's called Health Smart. You must come and get educated, ladies and gentlemen. You must come. So you will know that you have another option. You're learning of other ways. So you can learn how to stop self-poisoning yourself. We're going to teach you that through the foods, through learning, scientific eating, and living. Every coach here knows that diet. Every coach. The school teaches you what's in food, how it's getting you sick. So we're here to share with you. We're not selfish. We want to share this with you. Okay? It's a blessing to help. This is why we were created. So we can help people. This is what our Creator wanted. This is what God wanted us to help people here on earth, to make it a better place, to give knowledge. They say, the Creator, God, put people in your life to help. Looks like time is running out.
Ms. Yvette, you did an
So
excellent job.
sorry,
I'm going to see if
thanks for
you did an
listening.
excellent job. We're going to see if anybody have a question before we have to depart. This time go by so fast, man. It just speeds by when we're having fun.
It does, yes.
That is so good. You share so much information.
Oh,
We're up here taking
thank
notes,
you.
listening, and everything. You had me spellbound. I said, wow, this is that.
Oh, thank you. Just trying
Excellent
to get the
job.
word out, right? We got to re-educate
Yes,
people.
we have to
We
wake people
must.
up. We are
Yes.
responsible, brothers and sisters. Nobody is going to come and save us, because if they was coming, they would have saved us by now, because we know we needed saving. But nobody's coming. The Almighty equipped us with everything we need.
Everything.
We are the change that we're looking for, brothers and sisters. We are the responsible party. Each one of us has a human body, and we're responsible for it. The physician, the chiropractor, the herbalist, they're all responsible for their body. And they can't get it together. Some of them are coming to symptometry, brothers and sisters. They don't want to take the herbs. They don't want to take the pharmaceutical, the chemicals. Both of them deal with organic chemistry. Symptometry deal with molecular chemistry. Look it up. See what the difference is. Brothers and sisters, if you have a question for our guests, we can take a couple of questions before we have to depart. Anyone with a question? Anyone with a sickness, they don't know where it came from, or they don't know how they got it. They don't know what happened. It's not hereditary, something that you did. You can't blame your parents, not anymore. It's what you are doing that makes you sick. What food did you eat? What food do you continue to eat that your parent fed you, but you still love it? The food that we love is killing us, brothers and sisters. We have to eat food to live, but living is not health. It's not health. People live with their sickness, and we end up dying from them. If you're going to die, you don't have to die from a disease. We're not supposed to have diseases because the Almighty gave us everything. He created us more than perfect. It is we who do not understand, making mistakes in our food choices, making mistake using pharmaceutical, using herbs, using different mineral. Oh, this product got 190 minerals in it. The human body is only made with 23 mineral combination. How you gonna have 160 for me? It's bogus, brothers and sisters. Don't fall for that. Don't fall for it. There's no juice, no milk that facilitate ironization. Only water. We're made with water. We're not made of juice. We're not made of juice. We're not made of chocolate milk. We're not made of white milk. It's water. How simple is that, Miss Yvette? Very
Yes.
simple.
Very simple. Yes.
Choose water every time with electrolytes.
Yes.
With electrolytes.
Yes.
You can't
Not
drink
alkaline
distilled water
or alkaline
or
water.
alkalized water.
No.
You can't do it. And people spend a lot of money, Miss Yvette, and they're talking about they don't have money to buy a bottle of water, but they're spending money for alkaline water, 8.5,
Yes.
9.5, 10.2. Somebody is fooling them.
Yes.
So, brothers and sisters, if you have a question, this is a good time. We're going to make our exit. We certainly have enjoyed sharing the information of optimal health today, and we're so appreciative that you are here. We'd like to ask that you pass the information on to your friends, your relatives, to your business associates to come back next week. We're going to have some fantastic information to share. The information is there's a bottomless pit that the Almighty have created for us. The knowledge is keep coming and keep coming and keep coming. We have our own research team at the American School of Symptometry. They keep digging for answer. The other therapeutics have stopped looking for answer, brothers and sisters. They got lazy. They're not looking anymore. That's why they can't cure disease. They keep doing the same thing over and over and over. Don't you get victimized. They do not know how to remove the source of the problem, the source of your disease. We know the source of every disease, brother and sister. Anyone have a question? Last call for question. So, brother, and sister, we have another program that's coming up right after our program. It's called Mali Ali Kuli High. And the host is Imam Abdul Aziz from Masjid Adam in the Bronx, New York. And their motto is, we are together under any and all circumstances. So we're going to make our exit. We thank you for joining us here today. We thank all our guests, Mrs. Rita Taylor, Ms. Yvette Dean, both certified symptometry health coaches. We thank you for joining us today. We're going to see if we can make our exit. Thank you so very much. Okay. Let's see if we can make our exits here.